What's poppin', YouTube family? It's your girl SHOtheOT, your fave occupational therapist, here to help you and others live their best lives. Let's get started.
Bye.
All right, y'all. So today's video is going to be a little, touchy. It's a touchy subject or whatever. We're going to be talking about my experience as a Black woman working in a predominantly white workspace. So it's still Black History Month, and we still, I still want to focus on Black experiences, Black voices, all the things Black, okay? So that's why I want to talk about this subject. All right, so I want to preface this by saying this is not me bashing anybody. This is not me putting anybody down. This is just my experience. This is also not me speaking for all Black people. This, like I said, this is my experience, and I know a few friends, family members, whatever, that have similar views that I do. So that's all this is, talking about my personal experience, okay? If you learned something from this video, great. If not, that's okay too. Everybody has their own views and opinions on things, and that's exactly what this is, my views and my opinion. So let's get into the video. So when I sat down and thought about making this video, I really wanted to dissect the purpose, why am I making this video? Because I know it's gonna be a touchy subject. And I think the main reason that I'm making this video is to just talk about the Black experience and kind of shed light on how some of us might feel being minorities in the workspace, okay? There's only so many of us in these spaces. Sometimes we can feel isolated and just alone, and so I just kind of want to make this video in the hopes that if you are a non-Black person, that you kind of just reflect on the things that I'm saying, and hopefully just learn and remember these things in the future whenever you are interacting with your Black coworker. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to talk about that I think is very prevalent and very important to talk about when talking about being Black in a predominantly white workspace is Black hair. Okay, and I'm not talking about the color, I'm talking about Black people's hair. And so this probably predominantly refers to Black women, but I'm sure Black men have this challenge as well. Just our Black hair, our hair, okay? Me personally, I probably switch up my hair once a week. Yes, probably once a week. Now, if I have braids in, obviously they're gonna last longer. But if I don't, I'm probably switching up my hair one time a week. And if you comment on my hair every time I change it, that gets a little tiresome. That gets a little, I'm over it, all right? I'm over it, okay? And now let me explain this a little bit deeper, okay? So when I say comment on my hair, I mean that, comment. Now, compliment is different. I love when people say, Shania, your hair looks beautiful today. That's wonderful. Thank you so much for giving me that compliment. Oh, Shania, your hair, it looks great. The compliment, I'll take that. I love compliments. That's great. Thank you so much for complimenting my hair. Your outfit looks good today. I'll return the compliment, okay? You know that I'm okay with that. What I am starting to get uncomfortable with is when I have questions and it turns into a lesson and I have to educate you on my hair and how long it took and the process and all the things. I don't want to have to do that every time I change my hair. I actually don't want to have to do it at all, especially if you are not asking your white counterparts the same questions. If you go and compliment your white counterparts on their hair, are you then following it up with the process of how their hair was done? Ask yourself that question. If the answer is no, then that's probably a problem. Just because you are unfamiliar with my hair doesn't mean that I should have to educate you on my hair. Now, if you are that interested in black hair, then you know what? Google is free and you can go and you can learn all about it, okay? And like I said, this is my personal opinion and my personal experience. So there might be black people out there who love to explain to you how their hair was done and all the intricate details and all the things. And if that's the case, great. I love that for them, okay? This is just me, and I think that you should just keep that in mind whenever you are drilling questions about your black coworker's hair, all right? Okay, the next point that I wanna hit on is conflict in the workplace. Okay, we all know conflict arises in the workplace. We are all adults. We all have different ways of doing things, different views, different opinions. So conflict is going to arise in the workplace, right? And it's just all about how you handle those conflicts and those confrontations. So, like I said, I'm speaking from my experience. I have had experiences in the past where when I've brought up things that were bothering me, things that I had an issue with in the workspace, I was often deemed as aggressive or like I was attacking that person or being hostile. And I don't see how that was the case. I was simply bringing up my issues and things that I had issues with or about, and I was automatically deemed those things, okay? So what I'm basically trying to say is, like, just because a black person has a conflict or that has an issue with something or something that you did or something that occurred in the workspace, let's not automatically put those labels on them, okay? I want you to check your bias and kind of figure out why you're thinking that they are like that, okay? Like, are they yelling? Are they being physical with you? Are they calling you out of your name? If those things aren't occurring, then I don't see how we can be saying that they are being aggressive or that they are attacking you or that they are being hostile, right? So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that topic. Like, let's just check our bias. Conflict arises with everyone. And so if you don't automatically feel that your white counterpart is going, when they have conflicts with you, that they're hostile, that they're attacking you, that they are being aggressive, then let's check our bias whenever we feel that way when a black person is having a tough conversation with you, okay? And I know tough conversations are tough, they're hard, but we're all adults and we all need to be able to talk about things that are hard to talk about, all right? Let's get into the last point. Okay, the last thing that I'm going to be talking about in this video is bringing up your political views or controversial topics in the workplace. Yes, this has happened to me. This has happened to me, where it's not even that you're bringing it up in the workplace, you're bringing it to me. That's where I really find it hard, okay? I'm outside, y'all, and the bugs is trying to come. All right, sorry, we're back. What was I saying? Oh, yes, okay. So, bringing up your political views or controversial topics in the workplace, come on. It's 2023. Why are we still doing that? Why are we still doing that? This is work. It's work. We do not need to be talking about that at work, okay? So who you vote for, what you believe, all those things, do you, boo? Do you? I do not care. I'm sorry, I do not care. I don't feel that I need to know that information about you. If it does not pertain to the work that we are doing together, then I feel like I don't need to know that information, okay? I truly do not need to know that information. And whether it's the opposite of what I believe or whether it aligns with what I believe, I still feel like I don't need to know that information, all right? And it also goes with controversial topics or like just things you've seen in the news or things like that. So like, for an example, police brutality, that's a thing, okay? When that happens or when there's a prevalent story in the news, I find that my white coworkers feel the need to somehow bring it up in conversation with me, kind of letting me know that they don't agree with it or they are sorry that happened or all the things. And honestly, I just feel like I don't need to talk about that at work. I don't think that needs to be a conversation that I need to have with you at work. If you feel it on your heart to need to do something about your feelings about that situation, you know, go sign a petition, go donate to an organization, go protest, do the things that you feel you need to do in order to help that situation, okay? But you bringing that to me at work, it doesn't sit well with me, okay? I'm here to work. I'm here to do my job. I'm here to focus on that. You don't know how my feelings are towards that situation. It could be triggering to me. It could bring up feelings that I'm not ready to feel at that moment in time. I could probably just don't want to talk about it. Like, I just don't want to talk about it at work. Okay, so like I said, these are like just 3 points that I feel like are the most prevalent to me and like my experiences that I've had working in a predominantly white workspace. And like I said, these are my experiences. Other people might feel totally different and might want to talk about all the things. They might want to tell you about their political views. They might want to talk about the biggest headline in the news. They might want you to touch their hair, or they might want you to do all the things, okay? And that's their prerogative. That's all on them. They can do whatever they want to do and they can feel how they want to feel. This is my video, this is my channel, and these are just things that I feel and have opinions on, and yeah, that's just me. And like I said, I have friends and family who have similar views, and yeah, and that's just that's all I have to say about it. I know this is a touchy subject, but like I said, if you've seen my earlier videos, I made this channel to elevate Black voices and to talk about the Black experience. Yes, this is an occupational therapy channel, but work is an occupation, okay? And so in order to live my best life at work, I'm gonna need some of y'all to follow these cues that I'm giving to you, all right? Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.